No, no problem. Yeah, that's good. All right. Welcome to a Side of Heart open mic. My name is Neil. I will be your facilitator on the magical mystery tour that is a Side of Heart open mic. We do this every Wednesday at 8. And I'm going to start out with a couple of little things here and warm up the mic a bit, and then we will get into it. So thank you. Welcome. If you are able, they have tasty things inside and delicious, refreshing beverages. So if you could and are in a position to bless this place, we would very much appreciate that. This one's called I Am an OG. Original geek freak learned to code the nerd life on an Apple IIe. Early 1980s outcast living free on the fringes of Reaganomics. Founding member of the D20 generation, the Dungeons and Dragons nerd your mother warned you about. The Dungeon Master, your priest, warned you about. And the warning is why you came. Not the lost boy you were looking for, youthful rebel with a binary cause, giving the early 80s a middle finger. Crazy days. Powerful, prepared to push the nuclear Armageddon button, send us all to hell in the name of freedom and democracy. That was 80s reality. No better than a B movie, so we elected the B movie star to act as president, provide over this second-rate reality. Reagan should have got an Oscar. Perhaps just being nominated would have been enough. Better dead than red was the crooked mentality that became our reality. We were sold freedom on the 6 o'clock news, land of the falsely free, nuclear annihilation outsourced to the press and perish pariahs. Cold War froze our souls, chiseled it into an icy block, sculpted that 80s reality into a live for today before we melt away actuality. Real world, not easily understood, rolled the creative dice of life in games of the night, created worlds from mere imagination, wrote our own stories, acted them out, created the world as it should have been. No civil rights movement to march for, no hippy-dippy smoke-em-up drug culture revolution. The crack plagues killed that. Everybody was a stone, hippy-dippy dream, no sexual revolution, cause burned in the 70s. So, helped fan the fire of the technology revolution, helped create popular culture with a pencil and a 20-sided dice. Mental revolution forged from Cold War fears. Because there was no great war to fight. So we found our own dungeons, created dreams, helped spin the virtual spider web, created alternate realities to trap the unwary. Welcome to my parlor, a new world order created by the original geek gangsters, outcasts living on the fringes of freedom. Thank you. All right, since you don't have a big crowd, let me see what else. All right, nothing's pulling up. Okay, nothing's pulling up. I may do a little bit of something later. But right now, please welcome up my better half, a great poet who also has a little art opening. Maybe she'll tell you about that next first Friday. She's going to be reading some poetry and have a piece up over on Grand. So please welcome to the stage my wife of 24 years, Ms. Heather Smith Gearns. Woohoo!
These things I tell you must never be repeated to another person, ever. These lies, these stories, these half-truths that I tell myself. I repeat them in a whisper only at night when the lights are off and my lover's breathing is soft and rhythmic. I speak these words in ancient tongues so that I myself can deny them. I've written them out in the sand and watched as the ocean's tide swallowed them whole. I've denied their existence with fingers crossed behind my back, only to have to erase them from night's chalkboard as dawn approached. Now that you know just how sacred these words are, this true valuation of the weight of my soul, are you ready to hear them? Cool water, baby. Cool water. You cast dangerous shadows, slight echoes and bruises, pressure from soft fingertips adjusting sunglass reality. Little use in such a situation. Perfectly aligned, mirrored images, sadly consistent with a crusade for the irrational and the confused. Pour cool water over raw places. Create slow waves where breathing becomes choice. Similar desires force decisive breaks, cracks, fissures, ambiguities. False, distorted, raw resonance held exasperated by the door. Buried, slightly exposed strata of the mind, no one came looking. Perpetual disorder and blinding theories, always in black and white. Familiar faces become peculiar. Character preoccupied with sensation, inherited irrational aspects often build the capacity to endure disorientation. Opalescence. Alone, I beg the moon. Face stoic, gazing upward. Panicked, pacing, overwhelmed by proximity. Desire and all its trappings, tattered remains of dignity scattered across the bed. I am milk, smooth and flowing, spilling across white sheets, chilled and grabbing. An eggshell, waiting for the hammer. Circular, reflecting need, ice, shimmering passion, belonged body far away, damage done, a shadow. Carefully composed and staring down temptation, this deep well, skin-bathed opalescence. Moonlight crawls as a silky chemical veil. Sharp, smooth tip of archangel's sword, embraced by feathered wings, lips blue and trembling. Nervous hours of the night, prayers whispered against rough skin, consequences dealt, unavoidable confounded vision. I am lost in an ocean of stars, celestial cool lunar pull, pulsing in my veins. I beg the moon, alone. And then one more. Eternal conspiracy. All things being equally important and inevitably painful, I ask questions of my silent confidant, who grows ever more silent. Time stuck like an hourglass, superglued to the flat surface of understanding. Around me, experience whips by like a fast, new, dangerous idea. You see, I'm already resigned, imagining space without you in it. Torturing myself with small paper cuts, pressing the glowing match head of reality on tender places. You see, I'm trying to build up my tolerance, so when it happens, I can stand stoic, calmly leaning against my mental doorframe. This place where we exist is beyond the chanting of candleflame. The needle of my prayer will not release, and the craving of you seems to want to choke me out. Even though I know with blinding clarity connection is always tenuous, still I reach my hands out like a fool, ready to fall headlong. I've let you in and now struggle with fever feelings and hallucinations aftermath. Conceptual crazy lays like a vicious dog on my front doormat. I will not apologize for my own reality. Too much time has slipped oily from me while spinning busy, trying to direct attention elsewhere. And love, But love is too much like walking through a field of wildflowers, intoxicating visual, textural tracing of petals on my skin. I tire now of the lower things, the stickers I find in my socks, the dirt on my shoes staining precious interaction. Scratches from forgotten rusted barbed wire fencing become angry red reminders of who I will never be. Honestly, I thought myself safe. I thought this wouldn't last. I never thought myself something you would want or see in any form as interesting. Sort of a safe place to run to. Placing my hand on what we agreed was sacred. Calling out incredibly complex words to protect each other. What used to charm now causes us to build large walls. Silence, in its procrastination, deadly as trenches hidden and filled with gasoline. This we overlook with the concentrated effort of a tightrope daydream. But now all I wish for is the falling, that amazing place where you have no control, and they are only indebted to relax and let gravity take over. That moment where all you have is the reliability of feeling, sensation seductive in its eternal conspiracy of emotional anchor. Sweet space where you never think, you just act. Damn the consequences, a fool's dream, really. And then there's the feel of you. When you are truly engaged, your hands powerful, your eyes predatory. That wondrous place where I can pretend that I am who I wish I was. Thank you.
Another big round of applause for Heather Smith Gearns. Woo! All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So if you'll just indulge one more brief little bit from me, and then we will go on with the show here. Thank you for showing up at A Sight of Heart, braving the threat of rain. I believe it's gone. It's the blue screen of death, or is it? Perhaps it is potential. The wave of a finger does what it does, and creation can begin in colors and swirls and rainbows. In these virtual worlds, we are like gods. We are potential. We are psychedelic daydreams living on the fringe of reality. We are lullabies whispered at midnight. We are smoke and mirrors, destiny, dreams, tilted and it swirls and twirls. Creation is elation. Dragon drops, dreams drip, flow like smoke and mirrors into love, into hate, into prosperity, and slowly it fades, drifts away, much like the realities that are the actualities of today. Thank you. All right. Please welcome up the next person on the list, which I have created. It is Ms. Luna Ravenhair. Yay! Julie bought her musical stuff out tonight. Please welcome Luna. And I will be a good host and not forget my drink. This is a very tasty iced tea available inside. See if my phone will still work a little bit. Is she ready? Almost. Okay. Wait. The name of that app. The name of the app is Feleya. F-L-E-Y-A. Feleya. I'm not sure if it was free when I downloaded it. I know they try to charge me occasionally. It's the wind. All right. Are you ready? Almost. Okay. Please welcome Ms. Luna Ravenhair.
Okay, now I'm ready, I think. Not ready yet. I think this first song would be really fitting if it were daytime, given that it's raining elsewhere in the city. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we are told and some choose to believe it, but I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of it, and someone believed it. Look what that's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we hope we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls to young sailors? Might they be running the same? I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I ought to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da, da 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 da. Thank you. I am not getting enough practice. So that's my one song I haven't done before for this week.
No happiness.
No, I think I'm ready for my backup singer.
They got something to hide.
destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that this world was made of this livinghood of peace, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, hey, what's going on? It's raining, that's what's going on. And I tried, did I try all the time, and this is the ocean, and I wait, do I wait, every single day, for the ocean, and so I fight sometimes when I'm lying in bed to get it all out in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Years and my life is still trying to get that big hill of home. Destination ready. Oh wow. That's for my backup thing. Okay, what else? How many songs should I do? At least one? What? I can't remember the rhythm to this one. those who they couldn't kill. Do you know what it's like? Know what it's like when everything's okay? Do you know what it's like? Know what it's like when you held on to so I have felt the pain, I'm not the same. Now you're here, I could never have stayed. I could get away into your head and brain. Do you know what it's like? Know what it's like when you're not alone at night? Do you know what it's like? Know what it's like when your days are suddenly bright? Thank you. This one should be easy. It's only like 2 parts. I put your records on, see if I would hear my name. I put your records on, see if you would do the same. It was a tragic thing, the one about the whole wide world. You took the saddest part, gave it to another girl. It's funny how it all works out in the end. Though it was a shame, but it was the same. It's hard to think, but it's never too late to begin. I put your records on, see if you would sing my name. I put your records on, wonder if you feel the same. It'd be a tragedy for anyone who wasn't good. See past the saddest part, find the love of all the world. It's funny how it all works out in the end. Though it was a shame to start to think, but it's never too late to begin. That's my set.
Let's hear it again for our host, or for our host, for me. Yeah, give it up for me with the big fucking ego. No, please, give a round of applause to Ms. Luna Ravenhair. She shows up here most weeks, and we are most appreciative of her talent. My name is Neil. There is still time to get on the open mic list. Next, we have somebody who is new to me. Please welcome up to A Sight of Heart open mic, Mr. Adrian. Woohoo! To favor us with a little spoken word, I believe. See, Adrian is so popular, he even gets a round of applause from Gearns. Yay!
Hey, this next bit is a little bit from the heart. Yeah, it's one of my biggest, actually my first true love. I remember going to sleep at night and saying a prayer and just telling him, like, you know, the girl who sleeps in the same room as I do, the one with the hair, her name's kind of like mine, but it has an A at the end. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, you know, my sister. I miss her, and she hasn't even left yet. The house is cooling, and summer is to begin. It's probable... Is it probable to drown in the sun in the desert? How many tears stored inside? How many deep silence moments of every morning that she's not here? Each of them allows a flow, a stream, a reservoir of tears cooking in between, a ways of pleasure for them to get out. In most recent years now, however, all have been cut of that empty tears. Your slippers here, your socks there, the beauties of a lady's presence, her essence, I cannot compare. Her daughter, his wisdom, the strive to cheers, so many beautiful, so brave, so near. I can feel you still. I know you're right here. Like the ghost that hasn't departed. With me, I dare say, I love you. Yet I touch you, not to fear. My hurting heart is contagious, not enough to hold the defenses. Is it cool if I break down after all these ages? How many pathetic lines will I spit before it seems that a whimper comes out from between? Are there any answers to these questions? Or like a one-night band, should I jump and rip up the set list here while I holla this stage is gonna go one audience at a time, a mutual parent, and we're like the wonder from a daughter of the Gatsa. We started solemnly in unity. The in one, creating memories in a hurry has never been my cup to tea, but hey, here we go, it's time, and you must know, this fair lady, I truly appreciate thee. It's not like I want to deny this opportunity, I really don't. We went this route, explored this wonderland. Many words you broke, yet a zillion spells you spelled. I witnessed the dissemination of a lifelong vacation, and already you a soldier. Preach on, little sister. There is only one above this national honor, and all glory is extreme patience and humility, like a drowning fish at the bottom of the sea. I pray to reach the surface, where the air is light and the danger is free. Here, I love you truly. Here, I feed. And there's so much more that needs to be told. So much energy that needs to be relayed, the kinetic chemistry of you and I, this some sort of realm with security, serenity, and peace. With the intercession of our mother and the help of our spirit brothers and angels, also, and no bad, we will surely love each other at the feet of our Lord's throne. This next one comes after a long night and a very short morning. I woke up abruptly to her presence at my door. Hey, beautiful. I heard your whisper. It saved my life. An angel woke me up, called my name. Adrian, she said. Adrian, again. Adrian, wake up. It smells funny. Not hesitant, I rose from bed and looked up to the beautiful doors those brown knobs that adored her head. Exhausted and worried, yet somehow content. After a morning hike at South Mountain Pike, she came here. Why, what's wrong? I said. It smells funny. Again. Immediately, I looked for the light. Amidst the night surroundings, all art supplies. To the left, drawers. Opposite was a wall. Followed the cable upward. There I found what's wrong. In an awkward rage, instead of unplugging or turning it off, I just covered it. An oxycloth it was, with chemicals and all. I just kinda let it fall. Threw it high as I could. It landed atop the bowl. Now the lamp began to melt. The heat I immediately felt. The smoke inherently smelt. A cloud of confusion. A dizzying illusion. I couldn't believe this wasn't a dream. It was, how do you say, serendipity. First plan of action was to remove. However, the melting plastic bonds burned my fingertips. Something else I had to do. I'm gonna unplug it now. Yeah, that's what I'll do. It should work. Death averted, life awaits. If not for my Nina, this story would have ended. Had a minute more mark, had a single thread caught spark, the entire home could have been charred. Thankful, always for the moments with us. Love you eternally, your godson. Thank you.
Rhodey puts the pantyhose on the microphone. And there's no more wind pop. Windsock does his job. I am scanning the crowd. Alright. Somebody is across the way studying the effects of certain chemicals when induced into the body. He is also the co-host of this mic. He rocks a cool frickin' black hat, which evokes the Johnny Cash mythology. He is gonna rock the guitar. He is Mr. Ruben. Ruben. Woo! Oh, flattery.
Jack Wilson, everyone. Thank you, Jack. This goes to Jack and everyone. This happens to everyone tonight. We'd love to have you out.
Hey, it's the anniversary of the March on Watch. I recommend people are interested in looking at some Martin Luther King's writings. More than like a race thing. There's a lot of class stuff in it. And the president spoke today. It's pretty good. Okay, I think we're good. No, I like compromise.
Our next storyteller, he was regular last year at the Yarn Ball, and
I'm messing with everybody too. That guy. So, you know it's rained before us. Anyone fish? Who's been playing? On the grass, remember names got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatics are in my hall. The lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor, and every day the paper boy brings more. And if the dam breaks open many years too soon, and if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes with dark forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. In my head, lunatics are in my head. You raise the blade, you make the grade.
So yeah, what I say to you
You rearrange me till I'm sane. You lock the door and throw away the key. There's something in my head, and it's not me. And if the cloud bursts thunder in your ear, you shout, but no one seems to hear. Woo! And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark side.
Save it from the rain. Gotta get one now.
Yeah, I need to get one that's not fucked up, but that's cool because I can just like run around with this one and just whatever, you know.
You're not worried about it.
Yeah, and that's kind of good actually.
How much did you pay for it?